Well, for the ladies watching, I hope that you had a really wonderful Mother's Day. I took Saturday and Sunday off from doing the devotions because we had our daughter and our grandchildren, and we spent some time with them, some quality time. We don't get a chance to do that too often. They live in Anderson, and so we had a good time with them, and I had really enjoyed the time. I'm also in the middle of therapy on my shoulder. I evidently have a small tear in my rotator cuff, and they say that I can avoid surgery by doing therapy on it. So 3 days a week I'm going down for some therapy on my shoulder. Alongside of what I see other people my age going through, I'm blessed and I'm thankful for the good health that I have, and hope that you are also, and I hope that all the mothers had a wonderful Mother's Day. Eve, Adam, Cain, Jacob, David, Absalom, Samson, Peter, Paul. What do they all have in common? Well, we know that they all believed in God. We know that they all were tempted. Some failed, some succeeded in escaping the temptation. Some succeeded several times, some failed several times, but they all had in common the fact that temptation comes into everyone's life. The temptation doesn't always come in the area of immorality or drug abuse or murder. Temptation comes in a lot of different ways. It comes in through the thought process. As a matter of fact, I love what Reverend Farrer used to say about the thoughts that come into people's minds, even Christians. And he says, you can't prevent the devil from putting a snapshot into your mind, but you sure don't have to turn it into a full-length motion picture. There's a lot of wisdom in that statement. And so temptation can come through anger. It can come through all sorts of ways. God's given us a wonderful promise. It's found in 1 Corinthians 10:13. Paul certainly understood temptation. I'm sure Paul very often struggled with temper and anger when some of the injustices that were done to him were done to him. But listen to what 1 Corinthians 10:13 says. No temptation, you understand? Nothing, no temptation has overtaken you, but such as is common to man. So you don't have to say, well, you don't understand. Well, maybe the person you're talking to doesn't understand, but somebody does, because God's word says that no temptation that has overtaken us, but it's what's common to man. And God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you're able. Now, old Flip Wilson used to say, the devil made me do it, but you know very well the devil can't make you do it, nor can other people around you make you do it. God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond that which you're able, but with every temptation will provide a way of escape. All we have to do is look for the way of escape. God says he'll never allow us to come under temptation where there's not a way of escape. And also that we may be able to endure the temptation. Now we know that it tells us in the scriptures to flee temptation, and sometimes that's the best course of action. Sometimes to replace the evil thoughts, the sinful thoughts, with godly thoughts. But sometimes we just need to endure the temptation, and to use God as our strength, not in our own flesh, but our own strength. But I got to tell you, the best thing to do is try to stay away from any place where you're tempted. Everybody has the ability to fall to temptation. And we need to be sure that we stay strong in the Lord so that we are not tempted to the place that we give in to the temptation and sin against God. There's always a price for sin. Always a price for sin. But God's going to always provide a way of escape. And we need to look for that way of escape. And we need to escape all of those temptations, whether it be anger, lust, whether it be ethics, whatever the area might be that we struggle with. We don't all struggle in the same ways. But God will always give us a way of escape. And there's no temptation that's taken you or me that's not common to man. And God is faithful. So just look for that way of escape. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.